Hello everybody, welcome back to another video of Heroes of the Storm. Today we're going to be playing some Gul'dan. I really like Gul'dan both as a character and as a hero in Heroes of the Storm. I think as a character, he's just super duper cool. I mean, he uses fell magic, demon magic, and he's super impactful in the lore of Warcraft. So I really like him for that aspect, even though he is a villain. But I also just like the way he plays in this game. I like the balance of uh, using health to cast spells and then healing off of enemies. It's a very fun play style, and Gul'dan's one of the mages in this game that can constantly be doing something. Because his Q is on such a short cooldown, he has wave clear all the time, camp clear all the time. His W can heal himself, so he's very has very good utility in the game, so he's able to help the team out in almost any circumstance. And I don't see him played a whole lot. And maybe that's just due to the fact that there are other mages that can technically do better than him, whereas he's a jack of all trades, master of none. But he's definitely a very strong and fun hero to play, especially in quick match, which is where we're going to play him today. So that's enough chit-chat. We'll hop into the game and hopefully have some fun. Alright, and we find ourselves on the Towers of Doom today. Against quite a rough team to go against as Gul'dan. For a couple reasons. So Gul'dan requires his W ability to be alive, and as I mentioned before, it's a channeling ability. Now, if this ability gets interrupted, he is going to die, because he has now no utility. Raynor Q stops my channel. Valeera Silence Stun stops my channel. Nazeebo we're good against. Kira has multiple things to stop my channel. And Tracer E stops my channel. So we're going to have to play this game super carefully. Thankfully, against those heroes, we do have better wave clear. So we're going to focus on collecting globes with our chaotic energy talent at level 1. Get globes to... Oh, that's nice damage. Heck yeah, baby. But get globes to have more healing. Or not more healing, but just in a way more healing. It doesn't directly affect my heal numbers, but in a way it does, because it'll allow our abilities to have a shorter cooldown. We're gonna get ganked by Valeera. Not a shorter cooldown, but a shorter mana cost. Get back here, Valeera. I want you. Hopefully she engages on me with the butcher here. We would have been able to pick up the kill. So we got to make sure we're keeping an eye on our character while moving through the map. A lot of heroes, you're kind of watching the mini-map as you rotate through, but like, ooh, that's a couple globes for me. I need the globes. I forgot about that. But as we're rotating through the map here, we want to be watching out for the Valeera, such as the one that's going to come through right here. There she is. Good job there by the Butcher to get some damage out there on her. I can reveal her one more time here. There it is. We'll start to suck her. And Isaki doesn't have a slow yet, but Butcher has charge up right now, so she will get taken down. No! She barely stopped it. I don't care, though. We're getting globes. We're getting soak. We forced her out. Would have been nice to get the kill, but that's all right. But yeah, as we're rotating through these maps, I want to keep my eyes on my character to watch out for the enemy teams rotate. Nice kill there by the friendly team. I will take the globe and leave. That's all I really want. Valeera might be coming in here, but I'm going to Gambit not. Got to pick up Health Funnel. This will allow us to have permanent healing when inside of a minion wave, which is very good for us. Basically, our heal from our life drain, its cooldown recharges faster while it's active. I'm terrified to walk through right here without any allies nearby. We do see Valeera in the bottom lane now, so we can take this rotation. Like I mentioned before, we're trying to scale, and we're going to do that by playing like a little baby. You can see there also, our W instantly refreshing whenever we're picking up a finishing blow on an enemy unit. Doesn't even have to be a hero, but it has to be a unit. Taking the long route here once again to avoid the Valeera. She can one-shot me. I think at level 4 will be a little bit safer, but we're not level 4, or level 7 will be a little bit safer, and we're not that level yet though, so we're going to try to fast clear this minion wave. Gul'dan, as I mentioned before, has excellent minion clear, or wave clear in general. There we go. We have our ability back. Uh-oh, that's bad news. especially if the Valier is coming. Looks like I'm safe for now. Get nice poison damage out there and a heal. It looks like I wasn't looking at the minimap though. Valier did cap that objective, or Nazebo did. Okay, Valier did not. Nazebo did. But we did get the other 2 objectives in the other parts of the map. Unfortunately, we lost our Sergeant Hammer. Is this the same Hammer? I just played a game with a Hammer who was absolutely, honestly, a decent player. She was pretty good at the game. And then she had a weak mental and checked out midway through the game for no real reason. I did see a bunch of them, a bunch of the enemy team in the mid lane right now. They're just working their way down the map by the looks of things. So they might be coming for me. I think I did see the Valera heading our way now. So we'll run like a little baby. She's going to be waiting in this bush for me. Guarantee it. Or maybe even trying to invade our camp. So we're taking the nice long flank into our middle lane now to avoid any death. And I kind of want to see, was she there? Yeah, they did go for the camp. But with multiple heroes there and the levels we're at, I would not have been able to survive. Gonna go ahead and hit this enemy tracer with a nice long slow from my W ability. Here's another nice long slow. It should finish off the Valier. Very nice. We'll land another nice long slow. And Butcher's almost able to pick up the kill there. It looks like we were, though, finally able to pick it up. If not the traditional way, we still got the kill. Heal up off the minion wave very nicely. Gonna go ahead and slow this enemy hero and reduce the damage he deals. Might be enough to save our Zul'jin here if he has his heal up. He does not by the looks of things, unfortunately. And that's another ally taken into the oblivion. Thankfully, though, Gul'dan, very good. Oh my god, I knew they were respawning. I knew that they were. And I still went. Gonna go ahead. Nice ability by our ally there. Able to keep us alive, actually. Oh, I forgot what I was saying. I almost crapped my pants there. But we're very good into trades against solo heroes. We're kind of similar to Zagara in the sense that we just press one ability and we win. That ability is our W. But we have to sit there and channel it, and we can't cast spells whilst it is channeling. Want to be with this enemy team here. I did count 4 of them, which means the only one missing there would be, I think, Tracer. And I do want to pick up Horrified just for the survivability. Does look like it was a 5-man bot, and nice pickup here by Zul'jin, I'm hoping. Very nicely done. We're going to go ahead and big Horrify into our tower. Press W on the Valera, which might be enough. Doesn't quite look like it, but a nice Horrify. Gets us the double kill. Keeps Zul'jin alive, and we can continue to actually push the rest of the map. With level 7, I feel confident enough to rotate in 1v1 the Valera now. Our level 7 talent, Curse of Exhaustion. What it does is it will allow us to, enemies that are hit by our W will be slowed, as well as have their damage reduced. I'm terrified for my man's life right now. Pressing W on this enemy will completely nullify any effect that she might have on us, and get a little slow out there on the Tracer. Nothing much, though. 2 objectives are now spawning. The friendly team has done a fantastic job of capturing these objectives. Despite me not doing a fantastic job of it. So props to them. We're going to go ahead and slow this enemy and actually pick up a nice kill due to Zul'jin right-clicking her. Got to pick up Harvest Life, another great ability to help us self-heal against these enemies. Don't want Nazebo coming through here and getting any more of his shenanigans done. But I also have to be careful of Raynor, who once again, Raynor Q, and I lose. But Harvest Life, it'll allow me to heal for more when I'm targeting an enemy hero with my W. Gonna go ahead, Horrify him back into our towers and pick up a nice kill. I just didn't want to have to deal with his shenanigans, really. Because, as I mentioned, Raynor is an annoying hero, and he was overextended, so we just picked up the quick kill there with an easy Horrify. Horrify's on an 80-second cooldown, so definitely a longer cooldown when it comes to ults, but not so long that you feel like you can never... you have to be super sparing with it. For instance, I wouldn't have used Mosh Pit there, but I felt confident enough that I could use a Horrify, because it's just that ever so slightly a shorter cooldown. As I mentioned before, we do have less mana cost on our abilities. Oh, he's coming back for seconds. Honestly, I'm pretty terrified of him. Hence, also why I horrified him earlier. If Butcher wants to help me out here, that would be absolutely darling. Nice job by the friendly team. Whole enemy team is missing. Hopefully he doesn't know how to use his Q button. He did, but I think we're fine. I think that kills the Banshee, right? Yeah. His death kills the Banshee. So we're able to get out just fine. Thankfully, Butcher has his meat now. Quite a bit of it as well. Zul'jin's also getting stacked nicely. We have good damage and control on the map overall, so it's looking very, very good for us. Head down to the bottom lane here. Gonna be a team fight where I very easily could die. Just with it being a 2 versus 1. If I'm able to dodge the Kira stun, I think we can win. But we will see here. Looking for the Tracer most definitely is the one that I want. We'll go head out here. Nice rotate there by the Jaina. If Kira engages, I still think I'm fine now that Tracer's dead. But with the Tracer alive, I was quite terrified. Oh, barely blocking the base there from the enemy team's Kira. And now that I am getting engaged upon, we are going to go ahead and press Horrify here to try to keep ourselves alive. No enemies are around, though. We're safe for now. We're safe. I can just press B. Nazebo's missing. If he comes around here, we might die, but we're fine. Use the Horrify there to keep me alive. Turns out we didn't need it. But I think if the Valier full committed on me, I would have needed it. So I'm happy with that usage of it. You can see now that we've scaled pretty well, the game is going to go much better for us, but we still are super squishy. Whenever we don't have our W, we are still super vulnerable to death. I went for Life Tap at level 16. It's my personal favorite. I think just in general on this tier. Or it's called Darkness Within, not Life Tap. And I want to push middle, probably. I also want a team fight, because team fighting is fun, so we'll do that. But Darkness Within, dealing damage in general, you need to deal a little more than 1,000 damage. Gonna go and press W on the Rainer. Please tell me he dies. He's not dead. Unfortunate. Heal a bunch off of the Kira, though. There's another kill. Heal a bunch off of this hero. That's another sucky suck. Heal off the minion wave. Heal off this hero. Suck. And that is the video game. But yeah, Darkness Within, you deal about 1,000 damage. And you then heal for... or then you press your life drain, your life tap, after dealing that 1,000 damage. And you will gain 25 spell power for 5 seconds, making it easier to get the Darkness Within up and going. Butcher really came in and sniped my siege damage. I had top stats and he sniped it. I'm angry. But you can see Guldan is a fantastic, if not the best, quick match mage, in my personal opinion. I'll go ahead and jump out and show you the talents you can play along at home. But, I mean, we got that full-on team wipe. Granted, with Tower's help, but the full-on team wipe just by pressing W and healing for an absurd amount. That's due to mainly this level 13 talent, but they all helped us a bunch. So, level 1, Chaotic Energy. Level 4, Health Funnel. Level 7, Curse of Exhaustion. 10, Horrify. 13, Harvest Life. And 16, Darkness Within. So at level 1, Chaotic Energy, it is increasing the range of our W and the healing provided by regen globes. As well as after we collect 15 regen globes, our basic abilities mana cost is permanently reduced by 20, which means you don't have to press your heal as often, so you can effectively have more health. Level 4, Health Funnel, grants us the ability to full heal off of minion waves, as well as skirmish and fights better. That's big reason, though, is for the minion waves. Level 7, Curse of Exhaustion. So Life Drain deals 50% more damage, and it will now slow the target's movement speed by 40%. That slow is humongous. So whenever you got the Valeeras, the Tracers, the Kiras, the Zeratul, Illidans jumping on top of you, this is effectively a polymorph on top of them. To an extent. But the slow is so strong. And it keeps you alive because you're healing. Horrify because I needed the survivability as well as just the utility that it brings. It's typically the better ult choice. Then we go for, also if you don't know how it works, so after 0.5 seconds you deal 120 damage to enemies, so it deals a little bit of damage in a circle area, and then you fear them for 2 seconds. While feared, heroes are silenced and are forced to run away from the Horrify's center, which is why I was able to cast Horrify to the left side of Raynor, and then he ran away from it to his right into my towers earlier in that game. We then went for Harvest Life at 13, which means Drain Life heals for 75% more when used on heroes. This really saved my life in that last team fight where I got the 4K kills. At 16, we went for Darkness Within, which I explained in the game. And then had we made it to 20, against that particular team, I would have gone for Demonic Circle. However, they are all very good. Demonic Circle is a very fun ability that I'll just show you how it works right now. So, Demonic Circle, what it does is you summon a Demonic Circle at Gul'dan's location, and you can activate it to teleport to Gul'dan's Demonic Circle. So we click on it, we get 2 activatable abilities. The first one has a 1-second cooldown, it's just summon the circle. So you see right there, we summoned the circle. I can summon a new one, but you can only have 1 active at a time. Typically, you put it back in your spawn. You then can be wandering the map, okay, yeah, we're fighting the enemy team, we're killing them, we're getting it, and then, oh no, we got super duper low, we gotta teleport back to base, just instantly by pressing our 2 button. So yeah, and like I mentioned, had we got to level 20, they're all good, but Demonic Circle is what I would have picked up this game. Anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy. I'll give you a little dance for the road, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.